Welcome to the Whiplash podcast, guys. Today we have joining us me, Dylan. Fuck you. What are you laughing at?
I don't know.
His laugh's just making me laugh.
No, I'm on Twitter, and this person has her frost mats as doormats, and he has 2 at his door. That's awesome.
We have Dylan talking about Siege stuff, which I had a very slight urge to play Siege, and I swiftly dismantled that. And then we have a new guest, Jace.
Hi.
Joining us for the first time today because we have nobody to be on the podcast. Charles' mic is still crap. For some reason, he keeps buying Dylan games, but he won't buy a microphone, goddammit.
Dude, he keeps buying Dylan games. He bought me 4 games yesterday.
Jesus,
He bought me
dude.
4. Wait, Sekiro, What the Box? Oh yeah, well you had 4 because he also bought you Dark Souls 2, but I already own that.
Is Jarl in the
Yeah.
mafia?
Yeah, he bought me Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, Gang Beast, Sekiro, and also Metro Exodus.
Oh my
He
God.
bought you Metro?
Yeah, he bought me Metro also.
What?
I literally had no idea that he did it. He literally
I
just
didn't know
randomly
that
sent it to me.
either. Because that's just Jarl, apparently. I don't know.
I guess, but I just don't that's all. Like between you
That's
two,
a lot of money.
Yeah, between you two, that's like $500 of games.
He had spent, I think, when we first did it was like 300 paycheck.
Mind you, he also bought me Resident Evil 2 when it came out.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, dude. I'm over here just like, Sam, I'm $10 short on rent. It's literally no. Actually, sorry. She was $10. She's like, Chris, can you send me an extra 10? I miscalculated. I'm like, sure. No, like I have $40 in my account. You can have 10 of it, I guess. I won't be getting gas tomorrow. Thank you, Sam.
I don't know. I mean, it was really nice of him. It was cool. Like I didn't expect anything, but the only one that I quote unquote expected was Scholar of the First Sin because Dylan, Jarl, and I are playing through all 3 of the Dark Souls this weekend, and I didn't have that one, so I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. But then he randomly asked me, he's like, hey, would you play Sekiro if I got it for you? And I was like, well, yeah. He's like, okay, well, I'll get it for you tomorrow. I was like, well, okay, I guess. And then he randomly threw in Gang Beast, which is, by the way, absolutely fucking hilarious and is the best game I have ever played in my life.
I told Chris about it at work. Yeah, yesterday, the day before, how Jarl was gonna buy it. He's like, "No, I wouldn't want that. I don't want people to buy things for me."
Well,
It's so funny.
Like,
It's
I
stupid
want
fun.
people to buy me a game because the odds that I'm actually gonna play it are like 40%. Because if I check the achievements and they're not,
It's a pretty
enough
easy
achievements.
We
even
just-
still, it's like
We just go into prime matches and do the special things to get them.
Well, then I also have to talk to you guys. I have to like play a game and like be in the
Oh, boo-hoo.
party, and it's like.
So I woke up and had all 3 of those games.
Yeah, it was like 4 in the morning. Sorry to interrupt, but it was like 4 in the morning, and he was like, Jason's gonna wake up tomorrow and have like inboxes of games, and he's gonna flip out. So
Yeah,
funny.
so, like-
that you mentioned that.
Yeah, so like I woke up to 3 Xbox messages. So I was like, okay, cool. He actually sent me that. And I was like, what the hell is Gang Beast? I had no idea what the hell it was. But I was like, okay, cool. So I downloaded those, and then I walked my fiance to the bus real quick because we have to walk her like a mile down the road to catch the bus so she can go to work. I come back and I had another message from Xbox, and I was like, what the fuck? He was like, have this too, and it's Metro Exodus, and I was like, what? So I was just like, all right, I can't wait to play through it. I'm currently, after we finish the Dark Souls and I finish Sekiro, which I'm struggling a little bit on, but getting there. I plan on playing through Metro Exodus. I'm really excited for it.
It's long so far. Like I'm going in it. I'm like, let me look at my recording files for Metro. I have published 13 episodes of it so far, and usually I record for about an hour or so, and I cut it down to 20 to 40 minutes. Kind of all depends on the context if there's cutscenes or whatever. But that's already 7 hours and 40 minutes of the edited videos. So I've already put like probably 12, 13 hours into the game, and I'm still going. Like this game is meaty so far. Then I got to play through them again, have different morality choices, different difficulties, all the secrets to uncover, all the hidden locations, and this game is gonna take a while.
Yeah, I'm
As far
excited.
as completions go.
I was gonna say, speaking of like kind of your YouTube channel and stuff, your name change was apparently a good thing to go with because I couldn't find your channel. I'm subscribed to your channel, by the way. I couldn't find it though. Every time I typed in ahlinkin, I didn't pop up for me anywhere. Nothing
Yeah,
popped
the
up.
old one pops up if you.
No, not even the old one was. Like nothing under your name popped up whatsoever, but I type in Lincoln's Legion and it pops up instantly. So I was like,
There we go.
okay.
Well, I know for if you type in Lincoln with a space, you'll get either LinkedIn
Fucking
stuff,
LinkedIn.
or you'll
I'm
get
so
Linkin
tired
Park.
of it.
You'll get Linkin Park or LinkedIn, which is frustrating as hell. So you have to actually, even though it's with a space, you have to put Lincoln with no space, and then you'll get like my Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and all that stuff will pop up. It's so stupid how the space completely skews the results of the search. Yeah, Dylan was talking to me about that, and I really don't know why I fully changed it. In my mind, it's like, Lincoln, I might change it back, 'cause it's just the display name, it's not like the channel's source is Lincoln's Legion, but the website's Lincoln's Legion based off of Dylan Adams' suggestion of what my fan base, quote unquote, fan base should be called. Because like talking about during stream, they're like, I was like, oh, or was it maybe it was during 7 Days to Die or something, but something about like, oh yeah, what should we call my fans? Because I made a joke about it or whatever. And she's like, blah blah blah. I think Lincoln's Legion sounds cool or something like that. So I just kind of stuck. But the way I thought of it was like, the channel isn't fully based just around me, especially not with having streams and videos relying heavily on Dylan or Jarl or you or Sam or anyone else in the game with me for more fun content for multiplayer stuff. So if it was more communal instead of me being solo, like just 100% just me the whole time, I'm always bringing in different influences and stuff. So hence Lincoln's Legion, I feel, would be more appropriate.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound bad or anything. It sounds fine. So,
and it redirects for the website too, because that's linkinslegion.com. So it just fits that bill. Tell the people who you are. What are you interested in?
Both of you know exactly the next thing that's going to come out of my mouth.
Absolutely.
I'm a reptile dad. I have like 30 fucking thousand reptiles. I have like a million crocodiles.
Shout out to Steve Irwin. Rip.
Yeah, right. Reptiles, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of what I do other than video games. I just actually picked up a new baby lizard today that I helped produce. They hatched on March 12th, so I was really
gave birth to some reptiles. I saw your post, but shit, I didn't know you had a.
Yeah, exactly. I splurted out a couple of them. Came right out the butt, real easy. It was like Chipotle, dude.
Nice. I don't think I've ever had Chipotle.
Really?
Wait. Well, the thing is, none of that stuff is around here. Like, you have to go very far out of the way to find a fucking Applebee's. Actually, it's funny because I watched a video and I think it was How to Train Your Dragon is what it was, and how you couldn't actually train your dragon because it's a reptile, and that reptiles don't have that part of their brain that can understand commands and such.
They don't have the cognitive association of this gets me this, thus I do this. That's to an extent. Reptiles, depending on the species that you're talking about, you can technically train alligators and crocodiles. You can't get them to jump through hoops, but there is a certain amount of training that is almost on the equivalent of small bird species.
But it's like a hard limit. Like, you hit that wall and there's no going further.
Yeah.
There's no rollover. There's just like, maybe if I show you this and get you to walk towards this stick, you'll know that stick means you're getting food, kind of thing.
Exactly. It's very minimal, but you pretty much you leave all snakes out of this for the most part. Snakes can associate certain things with food, but that's about the limit of theirs. But if you go towards like monitor lizards or crocodilians or any of that sort, you're reaching bird-like intelligence at that point. Like monitor lizards, they are incredibly intelligent. They have problem-solving skills to the point that like people will do exercises with tree monitors commonly in captivity where they stuff a bunch of cockroaches down inside of a small tube and hide it in the enclosure, and they'll go through the enclosure, smell with their tongue to find the tube. They'll grab onto the tube and they'll figure out how to get their claw all the way down in the hole to reach the roaches and pull them out to eat them. Yeah, they do have problem solving skills. It's obviously not on the level of humans or dolphins, elephants, or any of that.
Solve the Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, but it's really cool. It's really fascinating. Also on topic of Rubik's cubes, I took me 6 months to figure out a Rubik's cube once.
I've never done it. I've never had the patience to go back day after day and try to figure it out.
I worked in telemarketing, and so I had one on my desk.
You
So
had the
every day at
time.
work, so every day at work, I would sit there and toy with it.
God, I would have done like one turn a day and seen how many days it would have taken.
Oh God.
Exactly, just one. Like you're sitting there sweating over which turn do I make for today. There's no going back. And actually, also on the subject still of reptiles, I saw a recent slow mo guys video. Did you see the one that they put out with the slow mo, Planet Slow Mo or whatever, where they had the reaction time of turtle, like the fastest turtle, fastest snake, of what they could do to like, and like a chameleon for a chameleon's tongue shooting out to get their food and just framing it and like, God, I don't remember how many frames a second, but it was just like it was disgustingly slow to watch. Like the snake bite at the rat, to watch the turtle suck up the thing that was in the water, and then to watch the chameleon like shoot its tongue out to get the grasshopper or whatever it was on the stick. And
Yeah, I'm actually watching the video right now. I'm looking for the snake video, and they're using it looks like they're using a Bitis gabonica, which is the West African gaboon viper. That's one of my favorite species. They
so many
They
words
can
you
have-
said, I
they-
don't know what that means.
Bitis gabonica is the scientific name for gaboon viper. But they have actually the longest fangs of any venomous snake, reaching upwards to 2 inches.
Holy shit, dude! 2 inches? That's literally going through my forearm. Like that's straight through my wrist to the other
really
side.
small.
I got very
arms.
small arms. I can't build them up. I tried. I really have tried. I've done different exercises. I take in plenty of protein for my weight, and I just don't. My arms just don't build, man. I don't get it.
The same. I have really big issues with my arms also. So
Yeah, I was thinking about that. If I had $1 million, what else I would do besides obviously be super selfish? I'd want to be that dude who just anonymously tips some random stressed out waitress $1,000. Just
And that stressed out waitress being Sam.
no, because Sam would have the money too. I'd want to do some stuff like that, just like random, whatever have you.
sorry, I'm actually just now watching this slow mo video of this snake bite, and holy wow, that's so awesome seeing it. in
Just
such
look at the
slow motion.
chances.
So on the topic of what we would do with $1 million, I was actually on the there. I think I told Dylan about this app. It's called Bumble. It's a dating app technically. But they ask a really cool question on there. They ask, if you had $1 million to donate, what charity would you donate to? And I was like, okay, interesting enough question. Because that's like, what would you do with $1 million? People say all sorts of things, and there's a lot of generic answers. But asking people like, what charity would they donate to, really gives a sense of that person's character.
Yeah, because it's not like you have to divide it amongst others. You have to donate all of it. And my thing with that is like, not even for how does that reflect me as a person, but like, do the other charities know that I didn't choose them? Are they going to be like, what the fuck? Is cancer not important? Like,
I personally just said I would want to split it between 2 charities, and I'd want to do the Environmental Defense Fund, so I could do something for the environment, and I'd also want to do Planned Parenthood, so something for human rights in of itself. So for the environment and human rights together, that way I kind of have both bases covered on something that I care about.
that'd be really cool. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. See,
Something
me,
that people don't do often. Human rights.
Yeah.
for me, the first thing comes to my mind is I can't remember the name of it exactly, but any of those video game charities where it's like helping people with disabilities being able to enjoy video games.
Oh
It's like,
yeah,
people-
yeah.
Like how Xbox has that their big controller that they made for people who have obviously physical and mental disabilities to be able to play with people. Like that's something so cool to me because obviously gaming to me is such a huge impact on my life, and it's connected me right now to a lot of people I never would have had any context for or have met in my life. So everyone
Dude,
deserves to have that.
I would not be living in California if I would have never gotten an Xbox One.
Yeah, and I would never have met
Like-
Sam if I didn't
Mhm.
make videos and about video games. Like I would never have literally changed my life.
Like
No,
every
right.
little every bit of like every aspect of our lives affects something, but it's crazy how minimal, like playing something like Xbox every day or every once in a while and stuff, how much that could actually dramatically affect everything. Like it really makes you go back to think of like what the butterfly effect actually
Mhm.
means. Because the butterfly effect, people think, oh, I just kill this one person in the past, it changes the future. Not even just that. You change something minimal, you could change something entirely in the future.
Yeah.
And it might not change the future as a whole, but you could change someone's life entirely. Thinking about like the fact that if I would have never have gotten an Xbox or an Xbox One back in 2013, I wouldn't be living in California right now, because I spent a majority of my nights playing Destiny and end up becoming friends with the guys that literally paid for me to get out of my living situation back in Iowa and to get me to move out here and be with my fiance.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like, they literally sent me all the money and everything to get me out of my situation. And if I would have never played Destiny with them every night for 3 years, I would have never gotten them close to them for that. So it's really interesting to think about that, because, and even before that, I would have never gotten the Xbox if I had never even worked at Target. And if I had never worked at Target,
You worked at Target? Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, Target sucks.
A target for abuse.
Oh my God. And you just keep going back and back, and you think, well, this happened because of this, and that happened because of this. And it's weird to think about how like your life went down these series of paths to lead you to where you are now.
Multiverse theory.
No, we're not. No, stop it. Not today.
No, but exactly, because like even just the tiniest thing of accepting a random party invite can put you in a conversation with people that become your best friends for life.
I met Jarl like 5 years ago, because of Dylan on I think MW3. I think.
Yeah, I remember you were playing MW3 when I was making myself blueberry pancakes, and you guys were getting out of the map because I have.
It was either me and it was either Jarl and I or Dylan and I think
it was Jarl, because you said Jarl, and your hair was super short, and you look like a butthead.
When do I not look like a butthead?
I could show you. You look like a butthead.
Chris, go buy a new chair so I can have yours.
Okay.
Good talk.
I'm not joking. I will, because I hate this fucking chair.
Mine is great. Well, hold on 1 second.
I'm waiting.
Did you not hear it, or?
Yes, still I heard it. I'm joking.
Okay. Jace just muted himself. Hold up, no.
I only mute myself because my dog's whining in the background, because my fiance has people over in the back room, and my dog doesn't like it when he's not invited.
Why does it always sound like you're echoey? Like, do you always have like no furniture around
open
you?
living room?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's actually probably what it is, because my living room is literally just my L desk in the corner with my monitor and Xbox and everything, my computer and everything set up on it, and then I have my monitor lizard cage, and that's it.
As when we had to deal with the bedbug situation, we had to take everything off the walls, and we had to put everything in the center of the room, and the house became like 100% more echoey. I'm like, I fucking hate this. This is terrible. I can't fart without it reverbing. What's annoying, like when you have like the thing about the apartment in Michigan was it had carpeted floors, so even if it was empty, it still absorbed a lot of noise. But here it's the wooden floor.
So a little bit of a different topic. Did you guys? So you know how a couple years ago or whatever they canceled a male birth control or whatever because of its side
I
effects
saw
being too
that.
severe?
It's back.
Well, yeah, it's back, and it actually passed the safety test this time.
I don't know. I wouldn't trust it.
It just it's apparently they have a lower rate of infertility this time around, and the severity of increased depression is lower as well. Because it was at it was with the previous one. It was apparently so high that it was in over 40%. Like, it was severely affecting more than 40% of test subjects.
Jesus.
I said it first.
And now this time it's substantially lower, so it's passing the safety test and is pretty much on par with women's results at this point. It's cool. I mean, I'm happy to see a male birth control, just so that not all of the heat is on women at this point, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, on that is, like, first of all, how many people do you think are actually gonna be like, oh, it's better now, sure, get me right on it? Like, how many people are going to be gung-ho for it? I'd still be incredibly skeptical because of just, you never know with something like that, with something new like that, something mostly quote-unquote unrefined, you know? You never know how it's going to affect every different person and what outside influences, anything could even affect it, you know? How is it going to change, and how is it going to drastically alter the side effects and create some new side effects. It's like every time I see a commercial on TV for some new dextrompadol, the new mesothelioma medicine, it's just something crazy. It's like, here's a list of 30,000 side effects that we know of. You know, how is it going to happen with this? I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I'm still using a condom. There's zero chance I'm going to have a kid.
No, I mean, there's still a chance.
There's zero chance. I wear 6 condoms. And I never take them off. They're always on. It's like that old Lonely Island song.
Mm-hmm.
God, Lonely Island.
I know.
Good times. I remember when Jizz in My Pants was like,
Lock
All
eyes
everywhere.
across the room. Down the
yeah.
drink with the rhythms. Boom. I love that fucking song.
How do you remember the lyrics?
I remember the
I
lyrics
know
sometimes.
all the lyrics.
Was it just I'm on a boat? Was that what it's called? Or did it have a different name?
It's going fast, and I got a nautical theme.
Okay, but the best one was threw it on the ground.
Yeah,
Threw it on the ground.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, we like sports. We don't care who knows. Jizz in My Pants. How many? That was 2009. How many views does that have? 69 million. It can never get higher than that. It has
69 million.
It has to be. It's 69,396,817. I'm gonna refresh
Sacred.
the page.
No need here for the silly games.
Holy shit.
Through the smoking crowd, the club is the sky and I'm on your cloud. Moving.
God damn it.
Touch and the angels.
Okay, my neighbors above me are like, "What the fuck is that? Jizz in my pants?" Dude, my neighbors above me have heard some weird shit. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs about like fisting my own ass at like 2 a.m, and they have heard some. They've heard some commentary. I'll tell you that much.
Fuck all the Boltons. They're pieces of shit.
Is that a Game of Thrones thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Game of Thrones
Okay.
thing.
What did we get to? 5 episodes?
4, I think.
Well, fucking
Dylan,
fine then.
Dylan, we have like
It's like 14 to 15 days.
it's like it's like a little over 2 weeks, man. A little over 2 weeks until dude. I'm so excited.
Oh dude, our boss watches it too, and I'm so fucking excited. Oh,
Dude, I'm so excited.
This
But I'm so
conversation is, dude, dude,
I'm sure.
Spoilers
I'm
for Game
trying.
of Thrones incoming.
no.
Just
Maybe. I don't know. Do you want to?
Dude, someone's gonna hear that and they're gonna comment, be like, "Close your eyes, just close your eyes and listen to
Yeah.
whatever the timestamp is."
Dude,
Dude.
like, that's gonna be the name of the podcast. Just so you know. It's gonna be
Dude. Oh.
Last time was Blue Smith. This
God-
time it's dude.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Blue Smith, man.
No.
Nothing will beat you fucking farting on this table.
Yes, Dylan. Everything beats that because it wasn't funny. Dylan lost his fucking mind. 'Cause we were sitting on the table playing poker at work, just killing time. And it's a stainless steel table, and we're both sitting on it. And I fart. Look, it's a
No.
It's a It's a slight, and Dylan feels it, and it vibrates to the table, and he lost his fucking mind.
No. Listen.
He lost
There's
his
more to
mind.
it. There's more to it. We're
What else
sitting
is there? I
and
farted, and you
we're
wouldn't shut
sitting-
up. All
We're
right.
sitting there, and our boss is out. Like, okay, cool. So it's just Chris and I. We're like getting close to the end of the night, or maybe it's like halfway through the night. I don't know. And he's like, I got to fart, and he does like a very quiet one, and the whole fucking table vibrated. And I lost it.
Why is farting funny? Dylan, this isn't a fucking Pixar movie. Stop it. Oh my god.
Okay, I know the moment I say this game's name, both of you are gonna groan. But what the fuck did Fortnite do to itself?
I didn't do it.
Wait, did it do something?
I mean, I know it released like some like lava skin cosmetic stuff.
No,
but-
there's like apparently an update went through, and now apparently you gain health back on every kill.
What? Like
What?
vampire
That's
mode?
stupid.
That seems...
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I'm scrolling through Reddit right now, and like apparently like there's a bunch of people like bitching about it, like the new update and stuff, and the update like has to do with like something about
more casuals.
Is it
Yeah.
across all modes or a specific mode? Is it
Apparently-
like in the 100 versus
apparently it's just a blanket update, so like it's in the base mode.
That's stupid.
If it was a specific
game mode,
Here's conspiracy theory, Dylan. You know how Fortnite
no.
is. You know how Fortnite is stealing is going to steal the respawn system. Like
Mm-hmm.
from Apex.
Oh, what is this gonna be? Fucking
Is this his
name?
fucking passive healing ability that they're
Yeah.
putting in that game, except in like a
Octane.
leech effect?
Oh wait,
yeah, Octane.
they also give mats on kill.
mats? Oh, is that
Materials?
I know. No, mats is
Mats
like
is materials.
Okay.
Yeah. So they give
Sorry.
mats on kill also. So literally,
What the fuck?
you get mats and health on kill.
They're
You
trying to
also
get. They're losing
you
their
al-
fan base, so they're trying to get every casual to come back.
But with the materials, don't you pick that? Like the enemy drops them when you kill them. Like their shit goes everywhere
Yeah,
when they die.
but apparently you earn mats also? Question mark? I guess I don't know. It's
Stupid.
interesting.
When the few times I played Fortnite, I never really felt like I didn't have any materials. Like I didn't use them because I don't like the building. That's the core thing I hate about it. Is the core function of the game is the building.
Same.
I never felt like shit. I have no materials. You know, it was okay. I'll smack a tree twice. I'm good. Like I have something to get up. I have something to do what I'm doing. I don't. Of course, I'm not building Fort Knox every time a bullet whizzes by my head and I shit my pants and cry like a 5-year-old.
Oh, Dylan, did you
Nope.
you didn't watch that clip? Damn it.
Oh shit! Let me go watch that. I didn't know. I didn't know what you were about to talk about. Let me quickly go look at it.
I sent him a clip that it was actually a couple weeks ago that I got it, but it was on Apex.
This is so loud.
You can
can
hear
hear
myself. Play
myself.
Apex after
Just-
this.
Just skip to like 35 seconds. Waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Oh, you're playing with. Oh, you're playing with the boys. Well, boy and gal. Oh. Wait. Go back a second. No. Cancel. We're gonna go back a moment. Okay. So you have to go right here. Press play.
Literally
Something-
looks like I was aimbotting.
Dude, this fucking. I mean, granted, you could easily time it if you know they're gonna run out and whatnot. And they pop the smoke. You got like a second or two until they run. That's fair, but I don't give a fat fuck. That looks like you were just straight botting.
Dude, I swear. Essentially, Chris, for context, Bangalore shot a smoke. I waited like 2 seconds after the smoke was popped, and I shot a random longbow shot into the smoke and got a headshot with it.
ADS.
Yeah, ADS.
Nice. That's fucking funny.
Something I was gonna mention. Have you ever like been so addicted to a YouTube series, then the creator like has to change their upload schedule, and it's like the most like disheartening thing that you've experienced that entire week?
Yes, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I am the exact viewer that you want to find your channel. If I like your content, I'm going to binge all of your videos for the next like month. When I first discovered Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series, I flew through all of those in like 2 weeks. When I first found Dead Meat's Kill Count series, I flew through all those. When I found Game Theories, flew through all of them. Angry Joe's Show, Everything Wrong with Nostalgia
Angry
Critic, the Act Man. When I found Act Man, like every channel that I find, I'm like, I like this channel. I will binge every fucking video on their channel. And then I'm sure their analytics are like, what the hell is happening? Watch time is going way up. What's going on? And then I'm just waiting, fingers folded, for a new video to come out. And as soon as I'm like,
Dude, I was so used to this person uploading literally every Wednesday. Last week he uploaded on a Thursday, so it was like, crap, it's taking him longer to get videos out now. This week he uploaded this. I sent you the screenshot of it. You don't have to read the full thing, but like you can see what it is. And like he literally said that like he's gonna have to go to like a 15-day schedule because he's at the point where he hasn't even finished this episode yet, and he's at over 120 hours for the week.
Jesus.
wow. What content is it? What type of video?
It's RuneScape content. It's he's an Ultimate Iron Man doing an Ultimate Iron Man thing. His channel name is Settled, but he does a thing for Swampletics where he restricts his RuneScape character into a certain region of the game where he cannot leave that region of the game. He can only do the quests that are in that region of the game. He can only do the content in that region, and he can't bank either. He's limited to what he can do in his inventory. So like,
basically,
it's-
he's killing, say, for without knowing much about the game, but like he's killing level 20 enemies at level 32, trying to level up, kind of thing, where he can only fight and kill. stuff and disappear.
Actually, he had the reverse of that pretty much. He was level 5 when he got into the area because he had to earn his way into the area first. But once he was there, he couldn't leave. So once he got there, he was level 5, and like I think the next highest enemy was like level 50.
Jesus.
So that's like bringing your starter in Pokemon to the Elite Four.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
like he had to figure out a way to level himself up and then like go from there. And his end goal is to be able to do the Theater of Blood, and the Theater of Blood is like the end game content for old school RuneScape. So like his thing is he wants to earn the best gear he possibly can in order to try and complete the Theater of Blood on an account that should not be able to do it at all.
So yeah, how does he level up? Like eventually wear down and kill one enemy to get a level spike, or is he like, can he not even do that? Can he not?
No, he can. He's completely like he's blown past that at this point. Like, but the thing is like the amount of like I said, like if you read that episode 17 is going to have 120 plus hours and counting of content into the video. And so like he does a lot of different things, and it's crazy how much research he does because he compiles it all and like into one thing. And the thing that he likes to do is he likes to start a video or an episode with a goal, and by the end of that episode he'll have completed that goal, so that you're not just waiting on the cliffhanger and such.
Pieces of when does he get to actually do that?
Yeah, so it's really cool watching him progress as someone that literally started with a massive disadvantage, and him finding out every little like area he could go through to be able to excel in what he was doing. And now he's at the point where like he's definitely excelling, but he's at the point where it's like a massive grind at this point. And like I can't imagine being him, because watching the video, it's super entertaining. You're watching him go through level 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, and you're watching it all in a 15-minute, 20-minute video. Meanwhile, he's sitting there for 100 and something hours that week doing it. I'm just like, dude, I can't even imagine. Let alone he's also editing all of these. He's
editing it, and I was gonna say if he's recording over 100 X amount of hours, that's just a shitload of just space, and then just the render out time, the render in time, dropping clips and footage into there.
Yeah.
And that Jesus, like I have a hard enough time trying to edit like 3 hours of airsoft footage with 3 different cameras, and that because that's 3 different cameras. It's a real pain in the ass.
It's definitely worth it for him at this point though, because when he started this series, he was at 100K subscribers. He's about to hit 200K.
Damn, yeah.
And like he's only 17 episodes in, and he's been doing it for just a little over a month and a half now or something like that. And like he was not averaging that. He was averaging 100K maybe for a while, and now it's jumped over 300K.
Yeah, and if you're getting double the amount of views per your active subscriber count, that's still awesome. That means it's not only the people who are subscribed to you are watching. That means it's getting enough traction, being shared enough to get all the other outside eyes, and possibly even not high tier, but even trending to a degree.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's blown up. It's huge. He's 2,000 away from 200K.
And that's, again, one small thing changed his freaking life.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. It's so cool. Like it's such a cool thing to see. Like he's becoming this really like iconic person in the RuneScape community, because like now a different person, they put out a lore video for one of the characters of RuneScape and stuff, and they were like voiced by Settled, and that video is just gaining views just because he did the voiceover for it. And it's so cool just seeing that someone's name that was practically insignificant like a year and a half ago is now one of the most well-known people in the entire gaming community.
I'm so sad.
Why?
Well, while you guys were talking, I was just scrolling through the recommended on YouTube. Well, like the home thing, and there was a Walking Dead, like the Telltale game spoiler on there, and I am sad.
Well, don't you dare!
No, I'm not going to. Trust me, I'm not going to.
I already assumed Clementine or fucking whatever dies. Like I'm sure. So don't confirm.
I'm not saying anything.
But
I'm not saying anything.
like,
but
I
I'm
can
just sad that it's just there. It's like
because
really.
if Clementine lives, then people are gonna be annoyed that there's not more after this. Like so it's like they're gonna have to kill off Clementine. Like and I'm gonna be. I'm getting mad right now. I'm already getting mad. Like, okay, so I don't know where to go for that. fucking mad because I only played the first episode so far because I stopped playing it while they were having all the issues that Skybound with Telltale, all the layoffs and stuff. So I haven't played any of the newer episodes, and I don't even think I'm gonna stream them. I think I'm just gonna play them on my own because at this point it's been too long. I don't really care to stream them. I just need to sit down and just play it and get through it myself. Because I'm going to have to replay it again anyway to get fucking missable achievements in a Telltale game. God damn it, you didn't learn your lesson from Wolf Among Us where you had to play the game basically 3 times to get all the achievements? Fuck. That's how you ruin a game story, which, by the way, I'm still mad about no Wolf Among Us Season 2.
I'm actually disappointed with no Season 2 on The Wolf Among Us.
Disappointed is not even the word. Dude. I am devastated. I have the Fable comics. I have multiple of different published works of the Fable series based around the Wolf Among Us, and I have the soundtrack to it. I've played it on nearly every system it's on. I fucking love the Wolf Among Us, and I just want more. I want so much more of it.
Yeah, it's such a good like game because it has so much lore and context to it, and also relatability. Because
Absolutely.
for many of us, we anyone that may be listening to this or us three here is the fact that those characters in The Wolf Among Us share somewhat of our childhoods. Little Red Riding Hood or Ichabod Crane and stuff like that. That's all characters that some of us grew up hearing about or reading fairy tales on and stuff. So like it has a level of nostalgia to it, but also relatability that a lot of other games don't, with also it being an entirely new and also mature storyline so that even adults can get into it.
It's exciting to see somebody in the background who they don't introduce and you realize, oh shit, that's that character. Like I know who that is. They're just hanging out. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, it's like nobody needs an introduction on the Three Little Pigs,
Yeah.
Minecraft is almost 10 years old.
Hey, they removed Notch's name from Minecraft.
Oh?
Yeah, you don't see his name on the splash screen anymore when it has like the scrolling text. There's no mention of Notch anywhere on Minecraft anymore.
Why, did something happen there?
No, he sold it. Microsoft bought Minecraft from him a while ago, a long time ago.
Oh, right.
And they just, as the original creator, they just I don't know, this is conjecture, but either he probably wanted his name removed off it because it's not even the same game as he, birthed essentially, or they just removed him because like, you got nothing to do with it anymore, punk. Then they like beat him up in an alley in his $1 billion mansion.
So what you're telling me is Minecraft's almost as old as the people that play it?
Absolutely. Yeah, Achievement Hunter. They're only 10 years old. Crazy. Dude, they have like 300 and almost 400 episodes of Minecraft.
Jesus Christ.
I remember watching those things. I still watch them as background noise whenever I'm going to bed. But like I watched them religiously every single week. They'd be released up until probably 200 episodes until I finally just like, I'll catch up at some point. I'll watch them here and there. But the first episode of the Minecraft Let's Play series has almost 15 million views and was uploaded in 2012.
Jesus. All right, have you guys seen the new thing that's like taken over Facebook? It's the bots, the war bots on Facebook.
No.
So someone, I don't know, I have no idea who did it. But like one of the Facebook pages, it's called Civil War Bot 2020, and essentially, they have an auto-generated bot, I guess, that shows like it's a picture of the United States. It just shows it's Civil War Bot 2020 is this specific one.
Or is it World War Box? I have World War Bot.
Oh, that one. There's also that one. There's multiple of them.
Okay.
And it's just like a randomly generated like computer thing to where it randomly generates who takes over whose territory, and it turned into this huge.
Here we
thing
go.
on
It's
Facebook.
ugly as fuck, but it'll update soon.
Yeah.
What?
But it's turned into this huge thing that everybody's like getting invested in because they're like, who's gonna win? What's gonna win and stuff? And it's like,
man, yeah, I don't know. So there's no way for anyone to influence it. It's not like Twitch plays Pokemon or anything. It's just like it just goes.
It just goes, and like whoever owns the page updates with like this one, 24th of May 2020, Alaska conquered Texas.
That right now.
That's kind of funny. Shout out to Idaho for conquering the entire United Kingdom.
Yeah, exactly. So like it's just funny because like people are actually getting invested into it. What's also interesting about it is because like the map was entirely one color the other day, and now it's like an entirely different color today. So
wait, Civil War bots fucking cover photos. Ohio will be eliminated.
Yeah,
dude, fuck Ohio. I lived in Michigan. Every time we went to Ohio, we entered it with a double middle finger salute. Ohio sucks. If you live in Ohio, I mean, I'm sure you're an okay person, but your state sucks. Oh, how did we forget to talk about this? Borderlands.
I went into this thinking about it, but I figured, I don't know.
Save it for the end, I guess, because we have to finish up here soon. But Borderlands. So the new Borderlands game got teased.
Now,
It didn't
like,
get teased, it got fucking announced.
yeah, they got announced
Yeah.
the full trailer and everything.
Yeah. That's what I meant to say, but I lost my word. I lost it. I chose the wrong word. I failed me.
Yeah, I watched that live stream and I was sitting there and I was like, they were getting towards the end and they were like, all right, that's it and stuff. And like I was like,
After the
fuck it is.
fucking joke of their whole entire panel.
Yeah, and like they were like, all right, here we go. And sitting there for a minute, it's like, are you guys sure you want to see this? And I'm just like, show it already, goddamn.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yes. Well, I didn't watch
Yeah,
the live stream, but I watched the trailer.
Trailer? Yeah. It looks like they're bringing back a lot of really cool characters, and then there's also it looks like a Borderlands game. It doesn't look like
Yeah.
they changed anything to where it's not a Borderlands game. It looks like
Pre-sequel.
yeah.
Don't mention that here ever again.
It just sounds like looks like a solid Borderlands experience. Like
So
that's what it sounds like. It doesn't look to be too divergent from the series. Doesn't look like it's gonna be. I don't know. It just looks good. It
Will
looks
it
good.
Be funny.
Being Borderlands, probably.
Because if they need, I don't know. Because I saw, we talked about this on the previous podcast, or I think was it the last one or the one before? I don't know. But where we were talking about, it must have been the last one. How Andy and Ash from Hey Ash What You Playin', how he was one of the lead writers for Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel and such, and he was responsible for a lot of the comedy, or he at least helped with a lot of it, and his sister Ash voiced Tiny Tina as well as many other characters in the video game industry, but she was part of the whole voice actor strike that occurred a few years ago, just to where she stopped doing voice acting as a statement or whatever. But you saw Tiny Tina again, except you saw Tiny Tina as more of
Do you
not
think
an
she'll be
adult,
called
but
Tina?
that's what I'm saying. Is she gonna come back? And
Tiny
is Tiny Tina how? Because whenever I saw Tiny Tina, I always got the idea of like Tank Girl. She always felt very Tank Girl to me. But I wonder how much her character, since she obviously grew, how much is she going to change as the character we know her as? Because if they make her just like, hey, how's it going? What's up? I'm Tiny Tina. I blow shit up. It's kind of fun sometimes, and I've mellowed down a lot because I have antidepressants now. Like, how are they gonna?
Honestly,
Do that.
that specific line that you said would actually be fucking hilarious.
It would
though.
be funny, but what would it lead
Just
into?
Just because I have that actually sounds like a Borderlands line, just because of how bold faced it is. I'm mellowed up because I have antidepressants now, also. It just sounds like a bold face, like straight, like oh.
It's just like a double take. But I'm curious, what are they gonna do with her character? Because she's obviously in it. Mordecai's in it. Brick is in it. He has a mustache and a saxophone. Like, what are they doing? I want to see these characters, but I want them to be the characters that I know them as. You know?
Yeah.
Because how far in the timeline is this ahead? Is Butt Stallion
Yeah.
gonna make a return? What
Fucking
the fuck?
butt stallion.
I want to
Dude,
know.
I'm just excited to see all the different little things that they're gonna be adding into it and the little Easter eggs and stuff. Because Borderlands 2 had a Dark Souls Easter egg,
Yeah,
which
there's
was
a
really cool.
lot of Easter
The
eggs.
bonfire. Overwatch
yeah.
had it too.
They have a couple of they added a few guns though. Like I know they've struggled in the past with very
A
limited gun
few
sources, but
guns?
like they added a couple. What is it? Like 1 billion, I think it said, something like that.
A billion
so-
guns.
A billion fucking guns.
I don't know if I
Do they all have different names? Is that possible?
See, the thing is about the billion guns thing is like I feel like that statistic is based off the fact that one gun could look exactly the same as another gun,
Yeah.
can be almost exactly the same, except one stat is a little bit different.
I think it's
And
just
so, like-
just one status effect is going to be slightly changed.
Yeah, so when it comes to something like that, I feel like it's a little misleading to say 1 billion guns,
Absolutely.
but I'll let Borderlands just have it because of how overly gimmicky it's just whatever.
I mean, one
it's
of the guns has
Borderlands.
legs. It can run.
Yeah.
which is
Dude,
awesome.
dude, I lost my shit at that. I didn't really laughing until I saw that, and I was like, really?
Yeah, I was kind of just like watching the trailer with my chin in my palm, just kind of like, okay, all right. Nothing was really like standing out to me like crazy. The text reveals as like the text in between the different clips just kind of there. It just didn't really. It just kind of felt like lead into the next clip kind of thing. It didn't really feel all that exciting, but there was a couple of things, like I said, seeing all the returning characters, seeing the gun with legs and stuff was just like, okay, yeah, I know this is good. I like this so far. But then that's one thing that concerns me though is if they have, say, quote unquote, a billion different guns, and that it's based on it's well, not duplicates. It's based on slightly different stat changes. That eliminates the possibility of customizing your gun with its own unique stats and its own unique loadout. That means you're still limited to whatever you pick up is exactly how it is. Maybe some bonus stats based on whatever your character has equipped, but otherwise the gun itself is locked into place. There's no gun customization in that sense.
Speaking of customization, that's one of the faults I'm holding against playing through Sekiro, actually, is literally the reason why I don't get me wrong, Sekiro is a really good game. It's really difficult, but the Soulsborne games are as fun as they are and replayable as they are because you can replay through with different builds, different armor sets, different weapons.
We're going through them all again this weekend.
Yeah, so like you can do all of those things and create the game and carve your path kind of how you want to. With Sekiro, your weapon, your armor, all that is pretty much set in stone.
So it's kind of like Bloodborne. There's not many options.
Bloodborne has way more options than Sekiro though does. Like
Really?
no, Sekiro is literally your character looks how your character looks, your sword is how it looks. The only customizable part is your shinobi prosthetic, which is your left arm that has the grappling hook and its little abilities. But
That
even
bothers
then,
me.
Shout out to Nero.
but it doesn't necessarily hinder the game in the sense of playing through it at least the first time. I don't know how much replayability it's going to have after that, but regardless, it's a good game. But it's the one thing that kind of bothers me is that
that bothers me.
is not being able to kind of create my own build, because that's the little niche thing about the Dark Souls RPG element that I really enjoy.
Hey Chris, hear me out. Peanut butter and onion sandwich.
Dylan, hear me out. Go fuck yourself.
It's on my Facebook and I want to cry.
I mean, it's great.
If it was a peanut butter and banana sandwich, I could somewhat get behind that.
Chris can't do peanut butter. He's gonna throw up.
Ew. Stop it. Don't even mention it.
Why does he get upsetty over?
Dude, I can tell you the story. It's a whole thing. I've never liked peanut butter anyway. It's never been my thing. But my friend Justin, whose mom worked for a vacation rental establishment where, around here there's a lot of vacation homes and a lot of rental homes.
That's the only thing here.
And for some reason she had at his house a ID maker, or like a machine that was able to print ID cards for whatever reason. So he was like, we're kids. Like, he's 3 years older than me and we were kids. I must have been 10 maybe. And maybe 10 to 12 in that range. And he's like, yo, I'm making this club. It's going to be called the Foodism Club. And how you get into the club, you're going to get your own ID card and everything with like your name and Foodism on it and your picture. And he's like, and how you get into it is you have to eat something that you absolutely hate. And that's how you have to get into the club. And I'm going to make you an ID card because you earned it. So I'm like, all right, awesome. So he did it. My brother Henry did it. I don't know what they ate to do it, but they did it. They both got their ID cards that he made. And I'm like, yo, I'll do it. I fucking hate peanut butter. Give me some peanut butter. So I got I didn't get a tablespoon. I didn't get anything like that. I got like one of those big ass, unnecessarily large wooden spoons used to like make stir fry and shit. And it was like, it must have been 3 or 4 tablespoons worth. That thing was massive. Although I was a kid, so it might have been bigger than I thought. But when I remember, it was huge. And I ate that entire goddamn thing of peanut butter. And I threw the hell up everywhere. And I never got my goddamn Foodism card. And I'm still mad to this day. I'm going to bring it up to him one day. I'm going to be like, yo, you could rip me in half if you wanted to, but give me my fucking Foodism card. Ever since then, it just cemented how much I hate peanut butter. I can't smell it. I can't look at it. I can't think about what it tastes or smells like without wanting to throw up.
Reese's.
Dylan, fuck you. Just fuck you. If you open peanut butter near me, I'll walk away. I have to leave. I will actually throw up. It's so disgusting to me.
Damn, I've never heard of someone.
I kind of want to go make another PB&J. I'm being serious. That's the worst part.
Dude, he's gonna disown you as a brother.
That already happened.
If you could fucking see my face right now.
We can hear it.
I'm holding my head in my hands, trying not to get sick. My stomach is churning. I enjoyed that pizza I had earlier, and you're fucking ruining it. Go to something else, please.
I was gonna say something, but that would have been over the top. But anyways,
Wait,
I know.
Jace,
I know-
message it to me.
I,
We need to finish up the
uh,
podcast too. Anyway.
yeah, we need to finish up
Yes,
this
we do.
little
We can finish
thing.
it up now, unless someone has anything else that they want to say.
Not particularly.
I'm cool.
Okay, well, again, I guess that's it for the Whiplash podcast. Thank you guys for hanging out and talking with us. Jace, is there any social media you want me to plug specifically for them to look for you at?
Just my Instagram, versatile_reptiles.
There you go. That'll be down in the description, either on the YouTube description or probably somewhere on. I don't know where it's gonna go on Spotify or iTunes.
I don't think there's anywhere
You can go to the like the podcast watch thing
I
or
can
whatever.
go.
You can go on the podcast watch thing or whatever, and you can find it on there. But it'll be linked wherever it can be linked. It will be linked. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for joining, and we will see you on the next podcast. Bye, everyone.